Friends, in this Sunday's message on Sanatana Dharma, let me continue the exploration of the udyog parva from the epic Mahabharata. Following Krishna's unsuccessful attempt as a peace envoy to sway the obstinate and arrogant Duryodhana, both factions commenced their preparations for the monumental battle at Kurukshetra. Join me as we dwell into the unfolding events that led to this historic conflict. After Lord Krishna's departure from Hastinapura, Dhritarashtra summoned Vidura for counsel. The blind king, deeply perturbed by Duryodhana's defense of Krishna's directives, sought Vidura's guidance on their next course of action. Vidura, however, responded with a palpable indignation, questioning the prudence of seeking counsel when the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, had already imparted his divine instructions. He urged Dhritarashtra to restore the rightful share of the kingdom to Yudhishthira, who, despite profound suffering due to Dhritarashtra's actions, had exhibited remarkable patience. And Vidura reminded Dhritarashtra that Bhima, Yudhishthira's brother, harbored intense vengeance and that the Pandavas were fortified by the support of Krishna and the world's sovereigns. And he cautioned Dhritarashtra about the dire consequences of aligning with Duryodhana, whom he described as the very embodiment of offense and envy toward Krishna. And Duryodhana, overhearing Vidura's rebuke, was incensed. Accompanied by Karna, his younger brothers, and his maternal uncle Shakuni, Duryodhana insulted Vidura, accusing him of espionage for the enemy, and ordered his expulsion from the palace. Deeply hurt, Vidura left the palace, abandoning his bow at the threshold. Viewing this as an act of supreme destiny, Vidura embarked on a pilgrimage, unwilling to witness the impending fratricidal war. And Vidura journeyed to sacred places like Ayodhya, Dwaraka, and Mathura. He engaged in pilgrimage and purifying himself through rituals and visits to the temples of Supreme Lord. During his sojourns, he encountered the great devotee Maitreya, from whom he received transcendent knowledge. And upon returning to Upaplavya from Hastinapura, Lord Krishna relayed all messages to the Pandavas. He detailed how Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Vidura, and Dhritarashtra had sought peace, and how Gandhari had pleaded with Duryodhana for reconciliation. However, Duryodhana rejected all peace proposals even after witnessing Krishna's divine Visvarupa manifestation. And Krishna noted that despite their humble request for just 5 villages, Duryodhana refused, leading Krishna to conclude that only chastisement could dismantle their false pride. Maharaja Yudhishthira, after hearing Krishna's report, resolved to prepare the army for battle. And he sought his brothers' counsel on who should be their commander-in-chief. And Sahadeva suggested Virata, Nakula proposed Drupada, Arjuna favored Drishtadyumna, and Bhima recommended Shikandi. Ultimately, they deferred the decision of Lord Krishna, who chose Drishtadyumna as the commander-in-chief. With their commander appointed, the Pandava army mobilized for the march to Kurukshetra. Upon reaching the sacred battlefield, Yudhishthira ordered the troops to encamp, and the Pandava army, led by its valiant generals, readied for the impending conflict. As the warriors prepared for the great battle, ominous portents and auguries indicated the forthcoming calamity. Lord Balarama and other Yadava chiefs visited the Pandavas, declaring their neutrality and lamenting the inevitable bloodshed. And Yudhishthira then arrayed his troops in battle formation, pitting his warriors against their respective adversaries, and awaited the dawn of the battle with a tranquil mind. Duryodhana, organizing his 11 Akshamani divisions, established a well equipped camp. He then approached grandfather Bhishma to assume the role of commander in chief. When the armies were arrayed for combat, Bhishma, the venerable grandson, reassured Duryodhana by assuming command, citing his extensive knowledge of battle formations and vowing to protect the army. Duryodhana, confident and dismissive of Pandavas, requested Bhishma to enumerate the distinguished warriors, both Rathis and Adhirathis. And Bhishma enumerated the principal warriors on Duryodhana's side, including himself, Duryodhana, Kritavarma, Salya, Bhurvasiris, Jayatratha, Sudakshina, King Nila, the Avantipura brothers, the Trigatha brothers, Kripa, Shaguni, Ashwatthama, Drona, and Bhagadatta. He criticized Karna, deeming him unfit due to various reasons, including curses and his inevitable defeat against Arjuna. And Karna, incensed by Bhishma's appraisal, vowed not to fight as long as Bhishma lived. And Bhishma delineated the Pandava warriors, extolling King Yudhishthira, Bhimasena, the twin sons of Madri, and especially Arjuna, highlighting their prowess and divine ornaments. He also mentioned that the sons of Draupadi, Uttarakumara, Abhimanyu, Satyagi, and Gadodgaja. And Bhishma disclosed his vow not to harm Shikandi, elucidating Shikandi's past life as Amba and the subsequent transformation into a male warrior, thus refusing to engage someone who was once a woman. And Duryodhana inquired about the duration required to annihilate the Pandava army, and Bhishma estimated 1 month, with the other generals providing their own timeline, and Karna arrogantly asserted 5 days, provoking Bhishma's derision. Informed of the Kauravas' estimates, Yudhishthira sought reassurance from Arjuna, who confidently proclaimed that with Krishna as his charioteer, he could decimate the enemy expeditiously and equitably. Both armies were then arrayed for battle on the field of Kurukshetra, heralding the dawn of a war destined to be remembered for millennia. Thus concluded the 6th chapter of the Udyoga Parva with Bhishma's assessment of the heroes and the revelation of Shikandi's birth. And what exactly the today's narration imparts the moral lessons for the present generation, how it is relevance and its value for the contemporary youth. So, Yudhishthira's steadfast adherence to dharma amidst profound suffering underscores the imperative of upholding justice and virtue, even in the face of formidable adversity. And Duryodhana's obstinate refusal to heed sagacious counsel and his rejection of peace overtures due to his hubris and envy illuminate the destructive consequences of arrogance and intransigence. And this serves as a poignant reminder of the necessity for humility and receptiveness to advice. And Yudhishthira and his brother demonstrate immense patience and restraint, eschewing precipitous decisions and prioritizing peaceful resolutions. This teaches the critical importance of self-control and patience in conflict resolution. And the Pandavas' strength is significantly augmented by their unity and the support of Krishna and their allies. And this underscores the importance of solidarity, and having a robust support system in achieving objectives and surmounting challenges. And Vidura's sage counsel and Bhishma's extensive knowledge and experience are esteemed, underscoring the value of respecting and seeking guidance from the elders and those endowed with wisdom. The narrative elucidates the perils of disregarding divine guidance and moral principles as exemplified by Duryodhana's ultimate fate. And this teaches the importance of aligning one's actions with the higher moral and ethical standards. And Arjuna's confidence in his prowess and his resolute determination to fight for justice, bolstered by Krishna's support, exemplify the virtues of bravery and unwavering resolve in pursuing righteous goals. And Bhishma's refusal to engage Shikandi, recognizing her past life and transformation, underscored the importance of forgiveness and acknowledging the potential for change and growth in others. And Vidura's departure after being insulted for his loyalty to righteousness over blind allegiance to Duryodhana highlights the importance of aligning one's loyalty with the ethical principles rather than with individuals who lead others astray. The meticulous preparation for battle, despite the preference for peace, underscore the importance of being prepared and ready for to face the challenges, even while striving for peaceful solutions. So these lessons collectively underscore the paramount importance of integrity, humility, patience, unity, reverence for wisdom, bravery, forgiveness, ethical alignment, and preparedness, offering a timeless guide for moral and ethical development of modern youth. With this, let me conclude for the day. Have a wonderful week ahead. Best regards. Jai Sri Ram. Radhe Krishna. Radhu Krishna from Hyderabad.